Just brilliant stuff. The #1 album in the Americana charts in the States this week. The Low Highway, Love's Gonna Blow My Way. Steve Earle is the man that rounds off Bob Harris Country today. Thank you very much indeed for listening. Thanks for all the tweets. I'm so glad you've enjoyed the show tonight. Bex Marshall in session with me this coming weekend. If you want to tune in, it's Saturday night, midnight into Sunday morning. And then next week on this program, the Old Crow Medicine Show. Don't forget you can tweet us at @BHarrisCountry. So see you at the weekend here on BBC Radio 2. Online, on digital radio and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 8 o'clock, this is Nikki Cardwell. A man has been told he will spend the rest of his life behind bars for murdering 5-year-old April Jones in mid-Wales last year. Mark Bridger, a 47-year-old former slaughterhouse worker, abducted April as she played with a friend near her home in Machynlleth. He told police he'd accidentally run her over. Today, Bridger nodded as the judge described him as a pathological liar. April's mother, Coral, gave a statement outside the court.
We are relieved that Mark Bridger has today been found guilty of the murder of our beautiful daughter, April. April will be forever in our hearts, and we are so moved by the overwhelming support we have had from so many people from all over the world.
One of the 2 men who was shot and arrested after the killing of the soldier Lee Rigby last week has appeared in court charged with his murder. Michael Adebowale, who's 22, was remanded in custody. The second suspect, Michael Adebolajo, is still being treated in hospital. Politicians from all sides have criticised the European Commission for taking the British government to court for alleged discrimination in welfare payments to EU migrants. The Commission argues that an extra test applied for some benefits in Britain is unfair. Our political correspondent Norman Smith says the ministers are relishing the row with Brussels.
Although this is a serious and significant row with potentially very serious ramifications, it is also, you sense, a row which the British government is quite happy to have, because in the current debate here at Westminster over Europe, David Cameron is under huge pressure to take a tougher line over Europe. And this issue is one where he can say to voters, look, I'm standing up to Europe.
A new survey suggests health has the strongest bearing on how people in Britain feel about their lives. The Office for National Statistics says a good job and a stable relationship are also high on the list. Simon Cleverson reports.
The annual population survey asks people to rate their daily lives on a scale running from 0 to 10. The data, based on 165,000 responses, suggests those who feel in poor health are far less satisfied than those who feel well. Having a job is said to have a similar impact. But while people in higher managerial or professional occupations were found to be particularly pleased, they were more anxious. Some ethnic groups reported feeling less positive. Religion and rural living were also cited as contributors to a better sense of well-being.
Police in Italy say they've seized nearly £40 million worth of property from a mafia boss in Naples. 40 apartments, along with nearly 20 plots of land, shops, nightclubs, 27 motorbikes and a Ferrari sports car were confiscated from Raffaele Petroni. He was part of Italy's wealthiest crime network, the Camorra. Tonight's weather, brighter in central and eastern areas with rain becoming patchier. Cool and misty near some eastern coasts. Tomorrow, cloud and occasional outbreaks of rain in the northwest, remaining largely dry and fine elsewhere. BBC News at 3 minutes past 8 and next at 9.
Now, Joe Wiley.
88 to 90.